Hi, this is Chris Elgert, loan originator at Lincoln Federal. I know that buying a home is one of the most important decisions a person will make in their lifetime. That's why you need an experienced loan professional to explain all the options available, to answer all your questions, and to make the home buying process a rewarding experience. Talk with me and discover why Lincoln Federal is personal banking like you remember. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, bestie.
Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too.
My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own.
Always in the driver's seat, huh?
Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot.
Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop.
Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
This is a presentation of the Nebraska State High School Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. State basketball broadcasts are presented by Next Ag Appraisal and Realty, Sandhills Global, Doane University, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Wingstop, Acres, High Electric, Eustis Body Shop, Nebraska Hematology Oncology, Lincoln Federal Savings Bank, Roofing Service Company, Union Bank and Trust, Lincoln Family Chiropractic, and DOT Highway Safety Office, Jimmy John's, Members Own Credit Union, Nebraska Army National Guard, Hamilton Telecommunications, and the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame. Now calling all the action from Pinnacle Bank Arena, here's Nick Sainert and Jay Foreman.
Welcome into Pinnacle Bank Arena as we are getting ready for the Class B State Championship game. 2 more games to go on the docket here in the 2025 NSAA Girls State Basketball Championships. Here from Pinnacle Bank Arena, Nick Sainert and Jay Foreman with you. Jay, here we go, my friend. It's Gretna East, the incredible athleticism of the Griffins, and Wade Coulter's second year as the head coach of the university of the program. Yeah. Where then over on the Skutt sideline, a team that is all but familiar with this state tournament bracket landscape, whatever you may want to call it. They just have never held the trophy.
Yeah, they've been here and staked their flag down here and have been so close, but yet so far. And then here you are with Gretna East with a new coach, energetic, swag on 1,000. They've been here twice. And so it's styles make fights. And then also I think this is a different animal for Omaha Skutt Catholic. Obviously you got Kasner and you got Ladwig, you got McMahon, who probably those are the top 3 players. But when you think of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 athletes, competitive high-level soccer players that are going to be looking them right in the face. And I'm telling you, one thing I will say about this is Omaha Skutt Catholic will not be able to push around Gretna East. And what I mean by that is Kasner was just a terror on the boards in their last game. I don't envision that happening. I think Levinson is obviously going to try to control the inside. and then the multiplicity of Williams, Defini, all of them are going to keep coming at Hadwick. And the one thing I'm going to look for and see if Coach Poulter is going to really try to put pressure on Hadwick full court to wear her out on offense. And I think that's got to be the recipe, because if you try to get in a half-court game against Skutt Catholic, even though Hadwick is doing her best impression of Dylan Raiola with the full-court passes, you want to make her work for everything that she gets tonight.
When you talk about Lincoln or Omaha Skutt, they have a team that's been here 6 of the last 7 years. This senior class went 49-1 at home. The senior class also lost to Elkhorn North in the state championship game all 3 years that they have been here, trying to right the wrongs and walk away as Class B state champions, trying to win the first one in program history as well. This Skutt Catholic squad for just trying to get on the right side of history this time around. For Gretna East, as I mentioned, 2 years of being a program. Wade Coulter, he took Lincoln Lutheran to the state championship in his second year. He's done the same here for Gretna East in his second year with the Griffins. But however, all the pressure falls on that Skutt sideline.
Yeah, Omaha Skutt Catholic has the pressure of the world on them. Listen, Britt Prince is now starting for Nebraska, and we've seen her on display a couple of their last 2 games for them in the Big Ten tournament, actually all 3 games. And she's now gone, and along with her mom, and in that great, Wolves team from Elkhorn North. So now you're thinking like, okay, it's Omaha Skutt Catholic's time. But listen, Coach Poulter has got his team ready, and what he's done is they're looking at them and knowing this is going to be a challenge offensively for all 32 minutes. And so the pressure starts to mount, right? You think of something really, really small that, we hadn't been able to talk about. Libby Shakowski went down with an ankle injury. Now, I know she's ready to go tonight, but will she be able to be as effective as she was before she got hurt? You got to think her timely threes blew open the game. Yeah. Ladwick, expect her, Molly, you expect that she's going to do well. Cameron Kasner, she's going to do well. Now, what's going to happen with Mia McMahon? Is she going to get in foul trouble, or somebody else is going to have to come off the bench? And so, when you look at Addison LaRock, you think she can draw McMahon. Then you think of Carly Williams. I guess, whether she's going to lag with. Then you got Sonora Defini and Haley Livingston. You feel like they might have the advantage at the forward/center, but then also the ability to play longer, harder, and stronger. If everything remains equal, obviously bowls over to Gretna East. Now they just got to be able to match score for score, and it doesn't necessarily have to be 3 for 3. That's where I think Skutt Catholic beats a lot of teams like we've seen Millard West. When they come out hot, teams think they got to, try to match that shot for shot. You just got to execute possession in and possession out.
So here we have it with getting ready to go underway between Class B state championship matchup, Omaha Skutt Catholic Skyhawks and the Gretna East Griffins. As when you look at the Omaha Skutt Catholic Skyhawks on the year, 27-1. In the campaign, their one loss came to Lincoln Pius X, who they could have met tonight if it wasn't for Gretna East. However, Omaha Skutt, they knocked off Norris in the first round, 43-32. Then a pretty comfortable win against Bennington, 58-45. Starting lineup for head coach Kip Colony, as the Skyhawks looking to be something different than they have been in 2022, 2023, and 2024, and that is state champions. When it's all said and done, they were runner-up in all 3 of those years that I just mentioned. They're going to start the same starting 5 as they have all year long. A 5'7" senior guard, averaging 11 points per game. Mia McMahon, she's been a little quiet in the state tournament, as Jay just mentioned. Number 12, a 5'7" senior guard, Libby Shotkoski. Number 30, a 5'8" junior forward, Lainey Michaelis. Number 34, the all-time career rebounding leader for Omaha Skutt Catholic Skyhawks, a 6-foot center, averaging 10 points per game and 10 rebounds per contest, Cameron Kasner. And then the future University of Buffalo basketball player, a 5'9" senior guard, averaging 19 per game and 5 rebounds per contest. Also has 75 assists on the season. Number 5, the senior Molly Ladwig. For the Gretna East Griffins, led by head coach Wade Coulter, it's the second trip all-time to the state tournament for them. They lost in the semifinals last year, and now they face Omaha Skutt in the finals this year. Wade Coulter bringing his squad to the state championship in just his second year in the program, second year of the program even being a program. For the Gretna East Griffins, they are 20-6 on the year. They knocked off on game 1, as I mentioned just a moment ago, number 2 seed Lincoln Pius X, 35-28 in a low-scoring affair. And then in another low-scoring affair, they beat Waverly last night, 3-seeded Waverly, 38-34. So this is a Gretna East team that's been battle-tested. They've played some really good teams, not only in the regular season, but also in the tournament, knocking off the 2-seed and the 3-seed here on the floor of PBA. Same starting five as the previously for head coach Wade Coulter. Number 4, a 5'5 senior, Addison LaRock. Number 5, a 5'10 senior guard averaging 12 points per game, Carly Williams. Number 13, a 5'9 junior guard averaging 11 points per game, Taryn French. Number 21, Sonora DeFini, a 5'10 senior forward. And last but not least, number 45, a 6'1 senior forward, averaging a measly 1.9 points per game and 4 rebounds per contest, Haley Levinson. When you look at this team of Gretna East, Jay, just to give you an idea of the athleticism, we know about their soccer ability. That's a reason why maybe they've had some speed bumps in the road in the past and have gotten more losses than maybe another team does here at the state tournament, is because they're busy playing soccer. A lot of Division I soccer athletes on this Gretna East squad. To give you an idea, they were in the tunnel when I went back in between games juggling a basketball.
Yeah.
They were juggling a basketball with their feet. The athleticism of this Gretna East team, though, shows up on the floor.
Yeah, it's the tenacity, too. When you think of Sonora DeFini, I think she's going to Oklahoma State, and that same with Addison LaRock and Carly Williams and French as well. The athletic ability is something that Omaha Skutt Catholic hasn't seen all year. And it's not just the athletic ability. It's like a bunch of little water bugs out there. These are big, fast, strong athletes. And the one thing about being competitive in other sports, you are just competitive and you're physical. And the one thing about soccer players that really, really stands out to me is when things get hectic, they actually play calmer, and so that bodes well for them. That's why you see Coach Coulter being able to run different types of schemes, different types of coverages, making sneaky adjustments, focusing in on one player and trying to eliminate that player's, obviously the best thing that they do, and then make them work on their weaknesses to try to, push through. And so when they need to grind out games like they did against Waverly and really try to really focus in on Parker Christensen and eliminate her from having a huge game, this is just par for the course for them. So they're going to look you eye to eye, and they're going to give you everything they got. And I think that Skutt Catholic is in for a little bit of a test tonight.
One of the things that Gretna East does is they make wholesale substitutions. Wade Coulter, about 2 minutes into the game, will bring 4 bench players off the bench, and then they'll sub out wholesale, allow them to continue to run as fast as they want to run, like you just kind of talked about. We are underway. Skutt controls the tip. Ladwig down low. Michaelis layup in the lane, unable to hit it. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Skutt Catholic Skyhawks.
Yeah, good job there by Molly Ladwig. Tried to get a little quick dump off there. Michaelis came up a little bit short, but the size and speed of Gretna East gave her a little bit of problem.
Baseline inbound. Shotkoski's the inbounder for Omaha Skutt Catholic. Looking for help. They get it into Michaelis. Now Michaelis on the right wing gets it to Kasner. Kasner with 7:43 to go in the first quarter. Shotkoski on the left side to Ladwig. Molly Ladwig, 1,000 points in her career with the Skutt Catholic Skyhawks. Pulls up, sinks the jumper from the free throw line.
Yeah, it looked like she's been going to that here. She went to it last night. That's a good mid-range, behind-the-back pull-up jumper. Buffalo's got a lot to look forward to when she shows up on campus.
Top of the key, it's Taryn French now to Carly Williams on the left side. Carly Williams gives it to Sonora DeFini. Back to Carly Williams. Williams with it on the left wing. Looking around, she's going to get a chance to get it to DeFini. She'll decide to keep it herself as Carly Williams going on Ladwig, and it's a layup.
It's 5-on-5, and, Ladwig didn't think that, she could go around her. She didn't just go around her. She decided to go through her at the very end.
Here is Kasner. Kasner gets doubled. Great job down low on Carly Williams and Sonora DeFini, but it's a foul. I didn't even hear the whistle.
Yeah, I didn't think that was a foul. Coach Wade Coulter does not. He wants to get an explanation because Carly Williams was straight up. I'm not sure who came over there. Maybe it was LaRock who drew
Sonora DeFini.
The DeFini must have came on a late double team. He didn't like the call. But you know what? For Coach Wade, I think he's just going to let his team play. He understands, you know what? You can't control the ref. You can only control your effort. And the one thing you talked about earlier is their deep bench. It's constant pressure, confusion, and physicality from his team, the Gretna East Griffins.
As Gretna East trails 3-2 after Kasner goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. I thought that shot was just blocked out of bounds.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was an actual foul called on Sonora DeFini. Here's LaRock. Carly Williams on the right side. Levinson. She'll pop the tray, and she can't hit. Rebound tipped around. It's controlled by Molly Ladwig of Omaha Skutt.
Yeah, Levinson hit a couple big threes last night, and so when you're 6'2", you don't expect your center that doesn't score much to shoot those, but I think she has a pretty good depth and eye from that corner.
Here's Shotkoski in the lane. She gets it almost tied up. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by Gretna East. I will say, away from the floor, Coach Wade Coulter's outfit tonight, a little tamed down.
Yeah, a little subdued. Maybe he said, you know what, I'm going to throw you a curveball there and not come out there making it about himself, but he really is not his way. I think it's just his personality.
Yeah.
I don't think he does it for any attention.
100%.
If you listen to him, he's an energetic guy, and that's the way he dresses.
Here's Ladwig, wide open three in the near far corner, and she misses that one. That's a good start if you're Gretna East. If Molly Ladwig's unable to hit from beyond the three-point line, it's 3-2. Omaha Skutt with a 1-point lead, 6:04 to go in the first quarter. A lot of physicality here early on between both sides, as on the right side is Carly Williams, as the 4 Gretna East subs, 2 minutes into the game, they move over to the scores table, and they'll check in at the next dead ball. At the top of the key, it's Carly Williams. Williams now to Levinson. Levinson to LaRock. LaRock on the right wing, looking around. She'll fire the three on the way. Can't connect. Offensive board, Levinson to Carly Williams. She'll pop the tray on the left side. Misses that one badly, but LaRock grabs the offensive board for the Gretna East Griffins once again. And now a body and a loose ball on the floor. Bodies flying on the hardwood, and Ladwig comes away with it for Omaha Skutt. Here's Molly Ladwig. She gets bumped, and she is fouled by Taryn French.
Yeah, that's a good foul there by Taryn French. The scrum there, it kind of looked like a soccer play, right? Bodies on the floor. Gretna East Griffins are right at home. Good foul there by French. You didn't let Hadwig get going there towards the hoop here. Now we're waiting to see what Coach Coulter does as far as with his Griffins defense. He has just essentially been going man-to-man. When is he going to come to some sort of half-court trap zone? This might be it right here.
Michaelis with the basketball. She has it at the top of the
here.
key. Now right side, it's Shotkoski to Ladwig. Molly Ladwig on the left side. She stops at the elbow, gives it to Michaelis to Kasner. Now drives to the left side of the lane, working on the double team, kicks out McMahon. Now into Michaelis. Michaelis jumper on the way. Unable to connect with Michaelis. And Maddie Shelburne with a nice rebound there defensively for Gretna East. Here comes Carly Williams on the right side. Here's Maggie Pfaff in for Gretna East. Now to Wadsworth, top of the key, Shelburne to Williams. Now Lindsay to Pfaff as the Gretna East Griffins working it around the perimeter. Top of the key, Shelburne for three off the bench. Unable to connect, and the rebound goes into the hands of Michaelis, who's having a pretty active game so far.
Yeah, somebody else for Omaha Skutt is going to have to step up and win this game if Coach Wade has his druthers. And what they're doing on defense, they're on a little bit of a box and one, a little bit of off man and mixed in with zone against Hadwig to confuse her, but then also confuse her teammates as well.
Here's Carly Williams, the shot, and it's going to be a traveling violation on Carly Williams as Skutt forces the turnover.
Yeah, the TV timeout there. Coach Wade doesn't really worry about the way Coulter that is. He doesn't really worry about the travels and the mishaps of sometimes the referees missing calls because he knows he has a pretty competitive unit, and they're going to keep playing at it. I think the biggest thing they need to do is just try to find different ways to get Kasner out of the lane. I think if they can get into the lane with their size and the way they attack the offensive boards, they'll get a lot of easy buckets. Well, then that'll put even more pressure on Omaha Skutt Catholic and pressure bust pipes. And if you can apply enough pressure, both by, indirectly and directly, works out well for the Griffins.
4:22 to go, first quarter, 3-2. Omaha Skutt out in front of Gretna East. Let's step aside for 30 seconds right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hello?
Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with your cell for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Now back to the action at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2025 State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. 4:22 to go in the first quarter. 3-2 is your score. Omaha Skutt out in front of Gretna East here in the later stages of the first. Omaha Skutt will have the basketball out of the TV, the timeout on the floor. Ollie Ladwig to inbound as a little bit of extended pressure, I'm sure you were going to say.
The 2-2-1, Wade Coulter likes that out of a timeout to see how you adjust it. They want to get you out of your rhythm and out of your comfort zone immediately coming out of a timeout.
On the top of the key, it's Elena Michaelis, now left side Kasner. Top of the perimeter is Libby Shotkoski, 4:05 to play. First quarter, 3-2 your score. Omaha Skutt out in front of Gretna East. Shotkoski to McMahon. McMahon now gets it to Shotkoski. 3 ball on the way for her. It's good. It's 6-2.
Ain't nothing changed from yesterday to today. Corner 3, get it to Shotkoski. First 4 letters of her name, let her know that she can hit big shots.
Top of the key as to LaRock, now to Defini. Defini on the right wing, left side, as Gretna East may have gotten away with the travel there on number 10, Frederick for the Griffins. Now Defini going to work on Michaelis. Can't get the layup to go as the rebound fought for and won by Cameron Kasner. Here comes Ladwig up the floor to Shotkoski. Now to McMahon. Back to Ladwig. Ladwig at the top of the key working on the defender LaRock to Michaelis. Michaelis to McMahon. McMahon looking left side to Shotkoski. Fires again from the same spot. Different result, but an offensive board for Michaelis. Now McMahon to Kasner, driving left side of the lane. In the lane, she's fouled from behind by Levinson.
Yeah, there's so many fans in here, and it's excitement. Obviously, we cannot hear every foul call or see the whistle. I didn't know what happened when Kasner drove. French kind of froze. But one thing that's jumping out, Nick, and obviously with Gretna East with 3 fouls to Omaha Skutt's 0, is Gretna East not doing the type of job I expected them to do on the defensive boards, which is allowing Omaha Skutt Catholic to get more possessions, and then it's allowing them to get in the rhythm. So what Wade Coulter does with the Gretna East Griffins, he's able to do different things to force you into shots you don't want to take, you don't make them, and then they're able to get up and down the court in transition and just slowly but surely just, kind of gut punch you until you can't take it anymore.
It's now 8-2 Omaha Skutt Catholic after Kasner goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line on the right side. It's 8-2 Skutt, 2:57 to play in the first quarter. On the right wing, Sophia Lindsay, now left side LaRock. LaRock entry pass into the elbow. Carly Williams driving through traffic. And now the pass inside to Defini is taken away by Ladwig. Ladwig pushing the pace, kicks it to McMahon now on the right wing. Also into the game, Jenna Benjamin for Omaha Skutt Catholic. Now Michaelis into the far corner. Cross court finds Benjamin cutting, and she is fouled by Carly Williams as that shot was blocked out of bounds.
Yeah, was it a foul call or was it?
Oh, it was just out of bounds.
Oh, just out of bounds. I mean, Carly Williams sent that up in the student section. I thought we heard a whistle, but I'm glad we didn't, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're hearing things.
Preferably, right? Maybe after hearing a whistle so many times over the last 4 days, you just start to hear them off the side. Off the three-pointer attempt by Mia McMahon. It's no good. Sonora Defini cleans up the glass for the Gretna East Griffins, and here comes Sophia Lindsay. Lindsay with it on the right side as Maggie Pfaff chucks it over to LaRock, back to Pfaff. Now Sophia Lindsay to LaRock into Carly Williams just inside the perimeter, left side. It's cross-court pass deflected, taken away. Here's Jenna Benjamin as Benjamin will slow things down. Benjamin had some key playing time yesterday with the injury to Libby Shotkoski, and that's the same role today as Libby Shotkoski's over there still trying to stretch out that ankle.
Yeah, sometimes when you get out there, you got the excitement, but then also Libby Shotkoski hit a couple big threes before she got hurt, and then Campbell did a really good job of coming off, or Benjamin, did a really good job of not only filling in for her, but for McMahon as well.
In the lane, Defini is going to get called for a traveling violation, as that'll be a travel on Sonora Defini.
Yeah, that's the second travel call that he called on Defini.
It looked like she spun around with the pivot foot and took 2 steps.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No good on that one. So the layup does not
big
count.
calls
It's
there.
8-2. Now Gretna East trails by 6. Up the floor to Skutt Catholic here. On the left side is Kasner. Back out Benjamin to Ladwig. Ladwig will motion Benjamin into the far corner. Now back to Benjamin. Benjamin to McMahon. Back to Benjamin on the left wing to Michaelis on the right elbow. Into Kasner on the right block. Kasner backing down the 2 defenders. She gets it stripped out of her hands, and here comes Wadsworth the rest of the way, coming up the floor. Taryn French dribble drive on McMahon, sheds the defender. The layup no good. The rebound by Pfaff. She forces it out to the perimeter, and it's going to be a foul on Elena Michaelis.
Yeah, this is a little bit smaller unit right here than you're used to, led by Carly Williams. So this is a unit that's going to push the pace and be a little bit more tenacity on the offensive boards, but then also get into it's a little bit more of a scoring unit. I think the other one's a little bit of dribble drive unit that usually starts with.
Here's Carly Williams, left side Pfaff. Pfaff will drive past Sophia Lindsay, now handed off to Wadsworth. Wadsworth with it on the left elbow to Sophia Lindsay. She pops the three from the right side, drains it. Sophia Lindsay gives them an 8-5 deficit, 53 seconds to go in the first.
Sophia Lindsay can really shoot the ball, and so she's the X factor coming off the bench.
Here's Benjamin for three, and Jenna Benjamin.
Yeah, role player for role player. You know what? It's starting to heat up now because you went the first, couple minutes without a bucket. Back-to-back threes.
On the left side, Pfaff, top of the key, Carly Williams. We have a whistle and a foul down low. I believe they're going to get Jenna Benjamin for this foul.
Yeah, you know what? This is an extremely physical game there. And you know what? It's a clean game. I was a couple of discrepancies on the travel calls that were called over there, which kind of, curtails a little bit of offense of Gretna East. But I think overall it's a physical game with high-level basketball, a defensive-minded game so far.
Into the lane, Carly Williams, the layup way too strong. She missed the bunny. And with 29 seconds to go in the shot clock dark, Omaha Skutt leads at 11-5. Here in the first quarter, late stages, Molly Ladwig will throw it across the timeline to Shotkoski. Shotkoski now to Molly Ladwig. Left side, it's Mia McMahon to Ladwig. 14 on the game clock. Feels like Molly Ladwig's probably taking the shot at some point. They get it back to Ladwig with 7. Now to Shotkoski. Shotkoski dribbling. She'll give it to Kasner with 1 on the clock. The tough layup. It will fall as time expires. Omaha Skutt takes a 13-5 lead at the end of the first quarter in the Class B state championship game over the Gretna East Griffins. We'll step aside, come back in 60 seconds right after this on 93.7 The Ticket.
Attention Nebraska sports fans, are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join us and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard, guard the good life.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too.
My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own.
Always in the driver's seat, huh?
Yep. They set you up with the loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot.
Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop.
Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Now back to the action at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2025 State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. It's the start of the second quarter. I feel the groups around us getting a little more popular because we have a couple of Husker football players who have returned behind us, Jay Foreman.
Who would that be?
I don't know. Dylan Raiola and Emmett Johnson, probably. I feel the group of folks that want to take pictures. It's getting a little more crowded. There's a little more commotion behind us. And it's not because you and I are here.
Yeah, I know, man. That's going to be tough, man. That 8:15 game for him, man. That's a late night to be taking pictures. That's not for me.
7:49 to go in the second quarter. Believe it or not, Gretna East is at the free throw line, somewhere that they did not go the entire first quarter. As Carly Williams is at the free throw line, she misses the first. And the second one for Carly Williams, no good as well. So Omaha Skutt gets the defensive board.
East, I think, is playing with a little bit more nerves than I probably really initially projected or assumed that they would be. They got to get that out of their system, and then once they get that going or get it out of their system, they'll start rolling.
So here's Cameron Kasner for Omaha Skutt Catholic. Passes it right side to Mia McMahon. McMahon now cross court to Ladwig. Down low on the block. What a find by Molly Ladwig. But Michaelis' shot is blocked by Sonora Defini. Defini going back the other way. She has it on the right wing. She gives it to LaRock. LaRock with the basketball, top of the key now, Levinson. Levinson back to LaRock. LaRock back to Levinson. Levinson to Carly Williams. She'll fire the three, and she's just unable to hit it, just a tad too strong. And Molly Ladwig will bring it across the timeline. Here comes Ladwig, cross it over, spin move at the elbow. She'll pop that one. It's just short, and Levinson gets the defensive rebound. Here comes LaRock. LaRock for Gretna East with the Griffins down by 8 to the Omaha Skutt Catholic Skyhawks. Carly Williams with it on the left wing to Taryn French. She fires the three. She can't hit it. The rebound fought for, and it's won eventually by Omaha Skutt Catholic. Up the floor to Mia. Mia now with it on the right wing. Mia McMahon looking around, asking for help. Gets to Michaelis in the near corner. Finds a cutting shot. Koski. She bounces it off her leg. It's going to go to Gretna East.
Really good job by French of helping Defini on there, and she really got in the hip pocket there of Shatkowski to make her fumble it off her foot. So right now it's an interesting time of the game. I feel like Gretna East is starting to play themselves out of kind of the mud. And so they got to get a couple buckets, and then I think we'll be right back into a ball game.
Speaking of buckets, there's Taryn French right on Jace Q.
That's what I always do.
3-point shot.
Yeah, and I think it's a good mix here. I think Wade Coulter, I think he takes the first quarter and a half to kind of see what kind of mix he wants with his deep bench and team.
So here is Molly Ladwig with Skutt up by 5. 13-8 is your score. Ladwig with the basketball. Right side, Shatkowski to Mia McMahon in the near corner. On the right corner, it is Shatkowski. Now to Kasner, standing on the perimeter line. She drives in. Nobody stops ball. The high layup is good.
Yeah, I think they fell asleep right there because Kasner usually have been dishing that to the corner. Crossover dribble, high off the backboard, 2 points.
So here comes LaRock. LaRock on the right side gives Defini. Defini fires the three. She misses that one. The rebound tipped out of bounds, last touched by Carly Williams and Gretna East as Omaha Skutt leads by 7.
Yeah, you know what? When you think about that shot right there, that's the shot that Defini can hit, and Carly Williams tried to follow it up there. One thing that's also that people don't really pick up on since we're on the radio is when you tip it out of bounds underneath the opposition's hoop, it allows you to set up this 2-2-1 full court zone pressure, and then also they trap at half court.
Here's Kasner to Jenna Benjamin as they pass by the Gretna East extended pressure on defense. 3-pointer, Mia McMahon can't get it to fall. Kasner collects the offensive rebound for Skutt. Working in the lane, kicks it back out. McMahon will try it again and unable to connect on that second time. Kasner rips away the defensive rebound, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow keeps it with Skutt Catholic.
Yeah. A little confusing there. You know what was really interesting? Kasner did a really good job of coming in and ripping it out of Shelbourne's hand. I thought it was a good rebound attempt by Shelbourne. She's got to really put her body in between herself and the basketball with Kasner because she's a terror on the offensive boards.
Here's Molly Ladwig with it on the left side. Ladwig to Kasner. Kasner looking around, gets it to Jenna Benjamin. Benjamin now back to Ladwig. 4:59 to go in the second quarter. 15-8 is your score. Ladwig on the far corner, it's Benjamin. Benjamin for Skutt Catholic offensively. Skutt Catholic passes now to McMahon, back to Ladwig. Ladwig with 12 to shoot. Here she comes. She's going to step back and pop this one. Molly Ladwig fires the three, can't go. And after it's thrown off of Mia McMahon's legs, Sophia Lindsay with an incredible play.
That's a phenomenal play. I watched Sophia Lindsay the whole way. She went from the middle of the lane all the way to the opposite corner, controlled the ball, threw it off the Skutt Catholic offensive player. Griffin's on the move.
4 minutes, 35 seconds to go, second quarter. 15-8 is your score. Shelburne with it, left side now. Here it is with Wadsworth for Gretna East. Maggie Pfaff passes it cross wing to Sophia Lindsay. Lindsay now right wing to Carly Williams for Gretna East offense. Back to Lindsay in the far corner, right in front of Skutt Catholic's bench. Top of the key, Wadsworth. Wadsworth drives it, gets it poked away, gets it back, pivots, spins around, tough floater on the way, misses off to the right. And Elena Michaelis for Skutt Catholic gets the defensive rebound. Here we go with Skutt Catholic. Run to the floor. Here's Kasner in the lane. Great jump stop. Couldn't hit the layup. And the rebound is collected by Sophia Lindsay of Gretna East. Here comes Lindsay. The Griffins running the floor. Wadsworth thought about the three, decides to dribble into the lane. The layup, no good, short. And she gets her own miss, puts it back up. Somehow not a foul again. And Molly Ladwig comes away with a defensive rebound.
Yeah, you hear the fans behind to call a foul. I think you had about 3 or 4 opportunities to do that. And I think the frustration from the fans is obviously with the players as well.
How about this? 5 Gretna East Griffins walk to the scores table and get ready to check in at the next dead ball. Ladwig in the lane. She's fouled with the layup, and Molly Ladwig will go to the line to shoot one more.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good seal there by Ladwig, and then she's strong enough and has the savvy enough to get it up off the backboard with a little bit of contact. So now she's at the free throw line trying to extend this lead. Now, if I'm Coach Wade Coulter, I'm actually asking the refs here, listen, we have to have let me get a clear definition of a foul, right? And, maybe that was a foul down there on the Griffins, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But we also need some fouls down here on the Skutt Catholic Skyhawks when we make the same moves. It doesn't matter who's wearing the jersey or what name's on the back of it, which Ladwig is not, but everybody knows she's a superstar player. But, if I'm Coach Wade Coulter, I'm actually just putting little nuggets in the referee's mind that we need an uptick in fouls called against the Skutt Catholic Skyhawks.
Molly Ladwig's free throw on the way, and it is good. It's 18-8, your score. Omaha Skutt out in front by 10. It feels like a closer margin than 10. It doesn't feel like it's an actually 18-8 game because the physicality is there for both sides. Here's Levinson on the left side. She gives it to Sonora Defini up top for Gretna East. Here also LaRock. LaRock with it at the top of the key. Dribbles it right side, throws it out to Frederick. Frederick passes it in the near corner. Sonora Defini. Defini backs it out to the left wing, and she'll dribble it to the top of the key. Now back to Frederick. Frederick drives in. The defense collapses, gives it to LaRock on the left side. LaRock with 5 to shoot. Lost the basketball. It's on the ground, and it is going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it with the Gretna East Griffins.
Yeah, you know what? Once you get deep into that lane, and one thing about Omaha Skutt Catholic, they're not thinking that the Gretna East Griffins can shoot from the outside. So they are just clogging the lane. And you're going to ask probably, how do you obviously work around that? You have to get them off the three-point line and create the space. You got to create some space and some angles by getting off the three-point line. The Gretna East Griffins are playing way too tight to the three-point line. Everybody always talks about spacing. Spacing is probably more important in high school basketball than maybe in college and the pros because of the lack of skill set to be able to go over top of people and so forth and so on.
Here is Omaha Skutt after a shot clock violation on the Gretna East Griffins. Jenna Benjamin into the Shotkoski. Near corner, back to Benjamin. Benjamin looking around, gives it back to Shotkoski. Shotkoski tries to bounce it inside, and it's going to be out of bounds on Gretna East.
Yeah, good defensive scheme there. I think, what they're running is kind of a little bit of a man zone concept. Obviously, everybody's either going to have somebody in the hip pocket of Ladwig at all times, but then also all eyes are on Ladwig on the zone side as well.
Here is Libby Shotkoski to inbound. She gets it in as Kasner loses the basketball out of bounds. It will be Gretna East basketball.
Yeah, Kasner telling Shotkoski, I'm going to cut to the basket and not cut horizontally to the sideline here. And so this is a good opportunity with 2.5 minutes left for the Griffins to get going offensively, right? You got to think, you got to get Carly Williams going when she gets back in the game. You got to look for maybe a big three from Livingston or Defini to get a possible drive to the basket. And you get an overwhelming cheering section behind us from the Gretna Griffins fan base of a foul call that went their way.
We have some substitutions. Mia McMahon comes in for Jenna Benjamin. Kip Colony is wondering how that was a foul on Benjamin. That was number 2 on her.
Yeah.
I also noticed Cameron Kasner is slightly bleeding from her right knee. So at some point, they're probably going to need to stop the game and get that taken care of as it's starting to come out pretty aggressively on her right knee. They got to get that taken care of before it starts dripping onto the floor. Here on the right elbow, here is Carly Williams. Williams drives in, kicks it out to LaRock. LaRock drives, kicks it out. Pfaff, top of the key. Defini, wide open 3. Missed it off back iron.
Good
Offensive
rebound.
board. Pfaff over Kasner in the lane. The layup is good.
Good job by Pfaff to getting the angle on Kasner, then going up through contact and finishing for 2.
So here is up the floor to Shotkoski, now to Kasner. Kasner looking around, gives it to Ladwig. Ladwig as Kasner continues to bleed from that right knee. And Shotkoski, the three-pointer on the way, just missed off back iron. Kasner gets the offensive rebound, rather. She has it back in the lane. Kasner, no good on the layup. And we have a whistle and a foul is called on the Gretna East Griffins.
Yeah, I think Kasner is going to have to go out here. I mean, that's a pretty big cut right there.
Yep.
Unlike the ones we've seen on a couple players before earlier in the tournament, where it was just a matter of putting a Band-Aid on it. So she's going to have to go out and be attended to. So now that makes Coach Colony bring in some subs. And so that changes the way that you get the attack on offense. So you got to look for McGillius to be probably where Kasner's spot, but now you have 4 guards with a forward instead of 3 guards with a forward and kind of a center. And so this is how long it takes is obviously going to be a big part of this, finishing up a minute and a half here.
1 minute, 30 seconds to go. Second quarter, it's 18-10. Omaha Skutt Catholic. Molly Ladwig with the basketball, drops it down to Michaelis. Michaelis bounces it out to the perimeter. Now Ladwig has it at the top of the key. Still plenty of time on the possession. Ladwig tries to initiate contact. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Omaha Skutt Catholic basketball. They're going to say that Gretna East touched it last.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I couldn't. The referee was in our way. But a good move by Ladwig. Even better defense there by Pfaff. Way to wall up and be strong against a pretty established player.
Here at the top of the key, it's now Ladwig on the far side in front of Gretna East bench. Into Shatkowski, 3-ball. Got it.
Yeah, Shatkowski, she's done this, last 2 games, big-time threes, right when they lull you to sleep. She sneaks off in the corner and hits a big-time 3 again.
Here's Wadsworth to Pfaff to LaRock. LaRock now looking, passes right side to Pfaff, now to Wadsworth. Wadsworth crosses over left to right. Now Wadsworth turns around, gives it to LaRock. The intensity on defense starting to ramp up as Wadsworth shoots the 3. She can't hit that one. And it's 21-10 Omaha Skutt Catholic with 40 seconds to go in the second quarter. Here is Molly Ladwig. Left side McMahon. McMahon with 35 on the game clock. 25 on the shot clock, about a 8-second differential between those two, the shot clock and the game clock. Here is Molly Ladwig, guarded by LaRock. She passes left side to McMahon. McMahon looking, gets it back to Ladwig. Ladwig with 10 to shoot. Now to the right side to Shatkowski. Back to Ladwig. Back to Shatkowski. Shatkowski into Michaelis. Michaelis runs into a brick wall, puts up a layup, can't hit it. Carly Williams with a defensive rebound. Here comes now. Carly Williams with 4 on the game clock. Carly Williams stops, kicks, LaRock, 3-ball, air ball. As Pfaff is now fouled by Libby Shatkowski. Yeah. They're going to put a small amount of time on the game clock, maybe a half a second. I think the referee just said that they're going to put a half a second on the game clock as that foul was clearly before the horn.
Yeah, Coach Conley wants to go in at halftime. He doesn't want to have a chance for Gretna East to get any more points than what they have right now. Yeah. And so if I'm Coach Wade Coulter, I'm trying to get something, couple back picks, somebody dive into the hoop, somewhat of an alley-oop. Obviously, none of the young ladies right now on this team can can dunk it. Yeah. But I think you need to get a bang play here. So there's 0.5 seconds. So technically, it only takes 0.3 seconds to shoot a shot. Nick, and you want to know how I learned about that?
How so?
Trent Tucker against the Chicago Bulls hit a game-winning shot.
There it is. Half a second is on the clock. It's a baseline inbound for Gretna East. Taryn French is the inbounder. They look. Surveying. LaRock gets it in. Not enough time to get that off. It almost went in. Yep. But at the half, your score, the Omaha Skutt Catholic Skyhawks 21, the Gretna East Griffins 10 here in the Class B state championship game. From Pinnacle Bank Arena, we'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Lincoln Federal Savings Bank, personal banking like you remember.
Hi, this is Chris Elgert, loan originator at Lincoln Federal. I know that buying a home is one of the most important decisions a person will make in their lifetime. That's why you need an experienced loan professional to explain all the options available, to answer all your questions, and to make the home buying process a rewarding experience. Talk with me and discover why Lincoln Federal is personal banking like you remember. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "you have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, This is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
It's the two-fingered wave on a gravel road. It's letting the kids take dad's truck to prom. It's Friday nights under the lights of a hometown football field. Eustace Body Shop knows small towns. It's where our values are rooted. We treat our people right, and in turn, they treat you, our customer, right. And we give back to our communities. Not much more small town than that. Eustace Body Shop, small town service, big city technology.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
It may not feel like it, but planting season is on its way, and now's the time to upgrade your equipment with a late model John Deere planter from Acres Equipment. Acres has an entire lineup of John Deere planters equipped with the latest technology to ensure planting accuracy throughout your field. And to get you up and going, each planter purchased from Acres includes in-field startup support from one of our Precision Ag professionals. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Visit your local Acres for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2025.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Stocking all the top brands, including Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Sea-Doo, Manitow pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership, plus score big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has it all under one roof at their new 27th and I-80 location, and they can't wait to get you set up for the summer. Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you the highest quality roofing solutions. Whether it's new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Now back to the 2025 State Basketball Tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. Your score at the half, Omaha Skutt 21 and Gretna East 10 here in the Class B State Championship game. I said it before, and I'll say it again, Jay. It feels like it's a lot wide. It's a lot more narrow of a margin than 11. but Skutt has just been playing really, really good basketball overall, and Gretna East just can't buy a bucket right now.
Yeah, Gretna East is playing hard, and they're running different coverages, and they haven't had a lot of time or a lot of options or opportunities to really change up the defenses, and for the most part have done a really good job on Molly Ladwig. Now, what they haven't done a good job of putting the ball in the hoop, and the reason is because at the free throw, they haven't had a lot of opportunities at the free throw line, but they've had some open threes and also some bunnies. But I think also let's give Skutt Catholic a really good, give them their kudos in the sense of they changed up the way that they were going to play Gretna East versus what they had to go against Bennington. Bennington was more of a smaller, quicker, obviously a very, very young basketball program, so they had to deal with the speed and the depth of their lineup. But this is more of a big physical, offensive rebounding, transition type of offense from Gretna East. And so Gretna East and Coach Wade Coulter have to do a really good job at halftime is, number one, understanding we have not played good offensively. We played okay defensively. Tchaikovsky, the 2 threes from the corner are probably the only thing you really need to discuss. You feel like if you go, come out of halftime and you have Ladwig at 2 for 6 from the field, 0 for 2 from the threes, you feel like that's a good job on her. So you think if you get more of that, but then you need to get more scoring. You got to get Carly Williams going. You got to get French going. More importantly, you got to get Defini going, because if Defini gets going, that nullifies Kasner. If you get Williams going, I still wouldn't say you're never going to nullify Ladwig, but you're going to slow her down even more.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. I think when you look at the way that Gretna East beats teams, it's eventually in the third and fourth quarter they get worn out, right?
Yeah.
We've talked about that. In that first half, Gretna East played their usual 10 players, but then Omaha Skutt only played 7, right? That's going to be pretty much the same in the second half. Gretna East isn't going to play more than 10 or 11 probably. Right. Omaha Skutt's going to play their 7 that they always do. Is Skutt capable of being one of those teams that Gretna East wears down?
They are capable of that because of once Gretna East gets on a run through like a couple layups, offensive rebounds, timely threes, if they can get it, they will start to bring more pressure. They will start to bring more complex coverages. They will run different defensive schemes at you, and then they will be able to clamp down and make not your first or second option, but your third, fourth, fifth, in Skutt Catholic's case, 6th and 7th option beat you. Mm-hmm. That's what they do. They find your weaknesses, and once they get a lead or get close to a lead, and man, they tighten that rope on you. But you got to get there. And right now, Skutt Catholic is doing an excellent job of not only getting to the free throw line, but they're hitting a couple timely threes. But then also they're doing a good job on the offensive board. So. Gretna East got their work cut out for you, but I don't think it's too big of a hill for them to climb right now.
It's 21-10 at the break. Omaha Skutt leads Gretna East by 11 points. We'll see if Gretna East and head coach Wade Coulter can flip things around and get this a little bit more competitive here in the second half, or will Skutt Catholic win their first state title in program history? We'll find out in a little over 2 minutes here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Take a big step toward your dream career and apply today at doane.edu/apply.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Now back to the 2025 State Basketball Tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is 21-10 as we begin the third quarter of action here. Omaha Skutt leads by 11, 21-10 over the Gretna East Griffins. Nick Sainert alongside Jay Foreman with you as we're getting ready to start quarter number 3 of play. All right, Jay, here we go.
Yeah, here we go, man. We got Dylan and Emmett down there with a couple of the Skutt Catholic basketball players that we'll see next week. But right now, it's the second half right now. You know, with Omaha Skutt Catholic, they still have a ton of pressure on them. I mean, let's not minimize. They have to finish. Gretna East is trying to get them, not allowing them to finish or not make it as easy as it's been in the first half.
So on the left side, it's McMahon for Skutt Catholic. On the right side now, here's Shotkoski. Shotkoski rolling over to the top of the key. Now to McMahon. McMahon crosses over left side. McMahon picks up her dribble, gives to Elena Michaelis. Now to Shotkoski. Shotkoski shoots, or rather fakes her shot. Now to McMahon in the near corner. Back to Shotkoski. 3-ball on the way. Just off front iron and a good strong rebound by Carly Williams.
Yeah, if for Coach Wade Coulter, that's what you want, that first possession. Good defensive possession, strong rebound, one shot and done.
Here's Sonora DeFini at the top of the key, guarded by Elena Michaelis. Now to Levinson. Levinson was quiet in that first half. She has 0 points and only one shot attempt on a missed three-pointer. Left side, Taryn French for 3, and she can't connect, but an offensive board to Carly Williams. She can't hit the layup. Carly Williams gets fouled on the layup attempt by Shotkoski.
Yeah,
a lot of names these last couple of days.
Yeah, I know. Yep. But, Carly Williams had a really good attempt right there. And this is probably her third or fourth bunny that she's missed. So sometimes you speed up your process because you see the bucket or the ball going in before it does. Good job of following her shot and getting it up there and fouled on the shot. So, Nick, as we've seen right here, if you're coach, Wade Coulter, this is probably, the best way you could start your second half after being down 11, right? Get a defensive stop, get a good possession on offense, got one of your star players at the free throw line. Now, if you're on the make now you can get into what you do best and control the tempo.
It's 21-11 after Carly Williams goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Libby Shotkoski just hurt that ankle once again, as now on the left side, McMahon for 3. She still can't find the bottom of the bucket. Shotkoski still slowly getting back to full speed on that ankle here, as Carly Williams brings it up the floor for Gretna East offense. Addison LaRock with the basketball, top of the key, gets it to Levinson. Levinson with it, down low to Sonora DeFini, fights through the defender. The layup in the lane does not go, and the defensive rebound for Molly Ladwig. Just a look of dejection for Sonora DeFini after that miss.
Yeah, I think Skutt Catholic did a really good job of being physical and making the initial catch hard, which threw up the ability to finish pretty clean.
Sonora DeFini 0 for 4 on the game today. Shot by Shotkoski.
There she goes. That's her third one. You leave her open. She hurt her ankle in the defensive possession before, but she has enough strength and wherewithal to make that big-time 3.
So now Levinson to Taryn French. French with it on the left wing, guarded by McMahon, throws it down low to Carly Williams. She's fouled by the smaller defender, Jenna Benjamin. That's going to be a matchup that if that stays active,
you got to go to that.
You got to go to that every time.
Almost every possession. Now here comes Shotkoski out, and no, she's staying. I think they're taking Benjamin out and bringing back
Elena Michaelis.
And so you're trying to eliminate that size disadvantage, which you've seen that obviously Gretna East has been trying to take advantage of over the last 2 or 3 possessions.
6:02 to go in the third quarter here as LaRock has it top of the key for the Gretna East Griffins. Left side, Levinson with it as she has the basketball just sitting there, not doing anything. Carly Williams dribbles in, draws the defender out to Levinson. Levinson does the same thing, passes to LaRock. LaRock now spins, kicks it out Williams to French. French will dribble, drive past Ladwig in the lane, just missed the layup, and the rebound collected by Cameron Kasner. And now Elena Michaelis is fouled by the Taryn French of Gretna East.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration foul there by French. She missed a wide open layup, but I will tell you, McMahon came over and kind of faked like she was taking a swipe at it, which made French, change the trajectory of her potential layup, which led to a miss. And those, it's not a block shot, it's not a steal, but obviously it's a way to get your opponent to miss an easy layup. Now look, here comes Shotkoski out. I mean, you talk about laying it on the line, a serious ankle injury yesterday, and she's trying to get it. She's probably going in the back to get it retaped. 3 threes, 9 points, really in the starting role while being injured.
And the pass is out of the reach of Cameron Kasner, and so it's going to be a turnover going back to the Griffins.
Yeah, that's the first time all weekend, or actually the last 2 seasons, we've seen Molly Ladwig miss one of those long three, or more than half of the court bombs to one of her teammates. But I think that change in defense by the Griffins really sped her up a little bit.
24-11 is your score. 5:15 to go in the third quarter. On the near side, it's Sophia Lindsay. Lindsay with it, top of the key, Carly Williams. Carly Williams having the basketball at the top, guarded by Molly Ladwig. Ladwig forces her to give it up to Shelburne. Shelburne now to Wadsworth. Wadsworth at the top, holding the basketball, passes right side. Maggie Pfaff, wide open three. Can't hit it, but the rebound will carry him out to her on the right side. To Shelburne, to Lindsay. Lindsay will try a three of her own, and she's able to hit.
Lindsay has been lights out all tournament long, coming off the bench, offensive spark plug, tenacity. Great shot there from the corner.
A little bit of added pressure here from Gretna East as now Skutt Catholic will bring it across the timeline with 24 left on the possession. Ladwig calling for help. She bounces it to Mia McMahon. McMahon with the basketball at the top of the key. Pass fake left, throws it right side to Madeline Ike, who's into the game for the first time today. Ike has the basketball. Now that pass almost taken away by McMahon. Back to Ike, back to Michaelis, now Kasner. Kasner working on the defender, Shelburne. Throws up a wild shot. It's rebounded by Carly Williams, and a foul is called on Madeline Ike as she was trying to poke it away.
Yeah, Madeline Ike came in off the bench. Obviously Shotkoski had to take an extended break. She's trying to get her ankle back loose. A timeout here. And if I'm Wade Coulter, I like what we were seeing right here. You're down by 10, but I think slowly but surely the Skutt Catholic Skyhawks are going to have to start playing Griffin basketball. So if they can get a couple of possessions with some points, this whole momentum and the whole swing of this game will be surely over Gretna East's side.
It is 24-14, 4:15 to play in the third quarter. Skutt Catholic with a 10-point lead over Gretna East. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too.
My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own.
Always in the driver's seat, huh?
Yep. They set you up with the loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot.
Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop.
Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Now back to the action at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2025 State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. 24-14 is your score. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Nick Sainert alongside Jay Foreman. It looks like Libby Shotkoski not only needed a new tape job on her ankle, but also around her left knee, as that's new. She's beat up at the end of the season.
Yeah, she's been active, and you know what? You don't have any more games after this, so she's laying on the line. It's commendable effort by her last night and tonight.
Here's Carly Williams for Gretna East to Lindsay. She'll fire away another three, and she drills it. Sophia Lindsay.
Sophia Lindsay did a really good job. A little elevator screen there. Good job by the sophomore, taking her time, getting into her shot. Buckets.
Now it's Ladwig with it near the logo. Ladwig right side McMahon. It's a 7-point ball game. Plenty of time to go. And here come fresh legs at the next dead ball for Gretna East. And we have a Kip Colony timeout. Is that a sign of concern for Skutt?
Yeah.
You just got out of a timeout.
Just got out of a timeout. Maybe some of the things he was asking them to do weren't executed. Obviously, giving up a big-time three right there out of a timeout. And now you're trying to get some more continuity on offense. I think when you look at it, the lead that, Skutt Catholic had at halftime, you really haven't done anything besides the Shotkoski three, which was a defensive, blown coverage by the Griffins offensively. So, I think for him, I think he's trying to get Molly Ladwig going. You got Cameron Kastner in there, but they've kind of nullified her. So it's going to be McMahon and Shatkowski, and that's why Shatkowski is playing through that ankle injury, and obviously, the floor burns as well. But you know what? They're a veteran group. They know where they're at, and they know where they've been. Like we said at halftime, it's not going to be easy. This Gretna East, Griffin's group is not going to quit. They're going to keep playing hard. They pose different problems than anything they may be seen all season. And Skutt Catholic is going to have to go out there and take this championship.
Here's Skutt Catholic with the basketball out of their own timeout. Here, McMahon with it on the right wing, gives it to Ladwig. Ladwig just with 5 points today. She steps back, jumper short, rebound fought for, and it's going to be a foul on Cameron Kastner.
Yeah, Coach Conley doesn't like that call.
Elena Michaela, excuse me.
Oh, yeah, Coach Conley doesn't like that call. Haven't had many good not go his way, but he's got to make a sub now. So coming in, Michaelis is going out, bringing a little bit more speed, I think, right? Coming off of whereas Benjamin hit a couple big shots last night and one today, trying to maybe cover these guards and small forwards of the Gretna East Griffins.
3:17 to play, third quarter, top of the key. Here's French. French with it, gives it to LaRock. LaRock on the left side, holding it overhead, get that down low to Sonora Defini. Defini finishing with over the left shoulder, can't do it.
Yeah.
And Ladwig comes away with the basketball up the floor to Kastner. Kastner running the show, and a bump and a foul is going to be called on Taryn French for Gretna East.
Yeah, that's fine. Coach Wade Coulter is fine with that. Sometimes you got to take a foul there to stop the ease of the fast break. And Defini is trying to buy a bucket. I mean, she's getting beat up every time she's catching the ball, but let alone trying to make a move to the hoop. Hasn't gotten a call on a shot yet. She's just got to stay at it because the offensive schemes that they're running are getting shots. They just got to get a chance to either get a foul on a shot or get a bucket.
So Molly Ladwig to inbound. She gets it into Jenna Benjamin. Now Benjamin will hand it back to Ladwig. Molly Ladwig to Cameron Kastner. Now far side McMahon fires the three. Just off back iron from the side. Shatkowski with the offensive board back. She gets it again. Three-pointer on the way. She drills it. Libby Shatkowski.
That's her fourth three. She came up big just like she did yesterday. Ankle injury and all. Man, she's came to play.
Shatkowski continues to answer when somebody calls us. Sophia Lindsay has it on the top of the key. Now left side. Working with it is LaRock. LaRock to the right side to Carly Williams. Now throws into the near corner. Sophia Lindsay, that is, with it. She drives, and she loses possession of the basketball. Just lost it out of her left hand, and Ladwig takes it over for Skutt.
One thing, Nick, I think, I expected Gretna East Griffins to be the more physical team, and I think they're obviously very physical, but I think Omaha Skutt Catholic is just as physical, and I think they're not used to when they drive getting bumped off their path to the hoop. And it's giving them a lot of problems, both at the initial pass and also on the shot.
1:56 to go in the third quarter, 27-17, and Libby Shatkowski just lost the basketball out of bounds, and it will be Gretna East basketball trailing by 10.
Yeah, and, they're making headway. These first 6 minutes have been pretty good. And so now they got to make a little bit of a mini run here in the last minute and 52 seconds. You got to get some schemes right here. You got Carly Williams. She hasn't been really getting going. You got Defani. She hasn't really been getting going. They got to start making some hay here before the fourth quarter.
Here's Wadsworth, right side Shelburne, now into the near corner, Maggie Pfaff. Pfaff back to Shelburne, 1:37 to play. Wadsworth takes a dribble. Now right side Carly Williams. Williams with the basketball. Being patient with it. 12 seconds to go on the possession. Top of the key, Wadsworth. She kicks it out Shelburne. Shelburne now stops, drops, and it's a jumper from the free throw line that does not fall. And Molly Ladwig cleans up the miss.
Yeah, I don't like that possession there from the Griffins. I would have liked to see a little bit more motion, get the ball in the hands of Carly Williams or somebody else, get something closer to the hoop so you can get a more realistic offensive rebound.
Near the logo, it's Molly Ladwig here in the Class B state championship game. Ladwig passes right side to McMahon. McMahon now at the top of the key, back to Ladwig. Ladwig with 57 seconds on the game clock, pulls up, jumper off back iron, too strong. Rebound goes to the Gretna East Griffins and Carly Williams as she'll be guided up the floor by Cameron Kastner. Now Carly Williams with the basketball. Right side here is LaRock. LaRock with the basketball. 41 to go in the third quarter. Skutt will, for now, get the last possession of the third quarter, and we have a foul away from the ball on Libby Shatkowski.
Yeah, her and Shelburne got tangled up underneath the hoop, and Shatkowski is telling their ankle is hurting really bad, and She's trying to play through it, and, she needs a sub. I think by when she got tangled up there with Shelburne, she twisted her ankle a little bit. One thing I will say is this, Nick, right here, or they said it was a shooting foul, but one thing I also want to say is that right
Fifth
here.
on Skutt, 15th foul on Skutt.
Excuse me. We got a little time here. This is the third game,
Yeah.
right? So you talk about the willingness and want to move on offense, especially when you have a team like Omaha Skutt Catholic just clogging the lane, bumping you constantly. It has to be a conscious effort, you personally and you as a team, to do that and fight through it. There's tired legs. You won't be tired tomorrow. You're just uncomfortable, so you got to make sure you really make yourself do things that you normally do with ease.
Here's Mia McMahon. She crosses the timeline. It's a 9-point Skutt lead. They give it to Ladwig. Ladwig, there's a half a second differential between shot clock and the game clock here in the third quarter. Top of the key, McMahon. McMahon with the basketball gives it to Madeline Ike. Ike back to McMahon. McMahon to the corner to Ladwig. Ladwig with 9 on the possession. Steps back, 3-ball, corner, no good. Rebound fought for and won by Kasner. McMahon tries her luck at a 3. She can't hit. And there's the horn, and that's the end of the third quarter with your score, the Omaha Skutt Catholic Skyhawks 27 and the Gretna East Griffins 18, as the Gretna East Griffins outscore Skutt 8-6 in that third quarter. We'll step aside, come back at the start of the fourth quarter here from PBA on 93.7 The Ticket.
It's the two-fingered wave on a gravel road. It's letting the kids take dad's truck to prom. It's Friday nights under the lights of a hometown football field. Eustace Body Shop knows small towns. It's where our values are rooted. We treat our people right, and in turn, they treat you, our customer, right. And we give back to our communities. Not much more small town than that. Eustace Body Shop, small town service, big city technology.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Now back to the 2025 State Basketball Tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in. Nick Sainer, Jay Foreman with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena as we are 1 quarter away from crowning a Class B state champion. Omaha Skutt Catholic leads at 27-18 here as Gretna East has the basketball. They'll start the fourth quarter with it. Working to the basket to our right, here's Addison LaRock. She passes left side to Carly Williams. Williams, top of the key, Levinson, right side to LaRock. LaRock down low. A little bit of miscommunication. Some bodies got decked onto the hardwood. That was Taryn French who ran over and blew that play up, unfortunately. And Skutt Catholic will come back down the floor. They had something drawn up. It just got blown up.
Yeah, I think Cameron Kasner blew that thing up too, man. That was an off-the-ball foul that was missed there. Now Molly Ladwig with a little bit of an air ball there. Not sure why she ended up on the floor. You had a little bit of a sideline elevator screen there, but the elevator got blown up by a Skutt Catholic defender.
Here is Gretna East. No harm, no foul, literally. On the right side, it's Addison LaRock. LaRock with the basketball down low as they try to get it down to Taryn French. She was open for a split second, but Mia McMahon with a great closeout.
Great recovery. And those are the plays I talk about when everybody has tired legs, but Mia McMahon just found the extra effort to knock that ball out of bounds, save 2 points going on the scoreboard.
Here's Taryn French for 3, missed it badly, and the rebound goes to LaRock, but it's going to be a foul on, I believe, Libby Shotkoski.
Yeah.
It will not. Wait, hold on. They're going to call it on
the floor, right?
Okay. It was on line. It looks like the referee signaled 13 to the scores table, and so I thought they caught Taryn French with that personal foul of Gretna East. Instead, they inbounded up to Sonora DeFini. Gretna East with the basketball. DeFini on the day, 3 points, 1 for 4. 0 points for DeFini, 0 for 5. Now LaRock with it. She'll fire the 3, and Addison LaRock is just a tad strong, but DeFini is able to get the rebound for Gretna East. 6:55 to go in the ball game. And backing her down is Carly Williams. She kicks it out to Levinson. She fires the three. Air balled it badly. And here comes Molly Ladwig and Skutt Catholic.
Yeah, I wouldn't settle for threes. I think when Carly Williams has it in the middle lane, I would rather see my all-star forward shoot that.
Kasner draws in the defender, kicks it out. Now Shotkoski with the left side to Kasner at the free throw line. Back out to McMahon. McMahon to Michaelis. Michaelis to Kasner. Kasner working down to Feeney. Free throw line jumper. Michaelis wide open, and she just missed it. And now rebounded by Carly Williams. Here comes Carly Williams. Williams down the floor, stops, shots, air shoots, and she hits it.
Just that simple. Come down, little controlled break, 15-foot jumper, nothing but net. It works out real perfect right there. Now you're down by 7, 2 minutes into the game. You got to slowly but surely chink away at this Skutt Catholic defense. And I think one of the things you could do, you could increase the pace, right? I think, you have plenty in the tank if you're the Gretna East Griffins. Or you can start to really bring it to them physically as far as trying to get some drives with some contact at the hoop.
27-20 is your score. 6:09 to go in the fourth quarter. We have one game remaining following the conclusion of this one. As it is 27-20. Class D2 action is coming your way after this one. Fall City Sacred Heart against the Longhorns of who, Jay Foreman?
Of what? I forget. What's the name again?
Don't forget their name. You can't forget their name.
Yeah, I can. They're the Longhorn. Dorchester. I was going to say the Queen.
Dorchester. Oh. Ayo. 6:09 to go, fourth quarter. 27-20 is your score. Omaha Skutt out in front by 7 points over Gretna East.
Yeah, right now, right here at 6 minutes, man, and you got to have a game plan. You got to really, really push, right? And you got to really, really focus in mentally. And you got to understand, you got to play possession by possession, play by play, and understand you're here for a reason. You can do this, but you got to actively go out there and do it as a team. You can't do it individually.
Here's Molly Ladwig. She gets it to Cameron Kasner. Under 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. From Pinnacle Bank Arena, Libby Shotkoski to Kasner. Kasner looking around. She throws it right side now to McMahon, left wing. McMahon back to Shotkoski. Shotkoski to Ladwig. Ladwig looking around, has the basketball above her head to Shotkoski. 3-ball, good. And goodness sakes, Libby Shotkoski has 15 points on 5 3-pointers.
Yeah, I mean, look, sometimes, you have to tip your hat to a fourth option that's having the game of her life, man. And because you got to think, Coach Coulter knew that she came in a little hampered, knowing that you would probably try to make her be special, and she's awful special tonight.
DeFini in the lane, can't get the layup to go. The putback is good. And finally, with 5:13 to go in the fourth quarter, Sonora DeFini has her first points.
Yeah, the stick-to-itiveness I really, really like. And you know what? Even though it wasn't 3 for 3, it's score for score, and that's what you have to do when you're down.
McMahon gets it to Ladwig across the timeline. Ladwig with the basketball as Gretna East is surely not out of this one. Here's Ladwig to roll. Kasner in the lane. The layup is good.
Wow, I didn't even. I'm not even sure how Kasner got that up towards the hoop. She was suspended in the air and kind of catapulted it up in there with a nice soft touch for 2.
As here you have it, Sonora DeFini right side, Carly Williams. Williams left side, LaRock. She fires the 3 on the way. And it's off back iron, too strong and no good on the 3-point attempt. 32-22 your score.
Yeah, Iverson cut to open 3. I'm okay with that shot. So is Coach Coulter.
On the right side, Mia McMahon with it, top of the key. She dribbles, kicks it to Kasner. Kasner on the right side, back out, left seeing wing, intercepted by Carly Williams. And it's going to be a 2-on-1 break. Carly Williams is going to be fouled by Molly Ladwig.
Yeah, and you know what? Coach Coulter liked that. I think Carly Williams wasn't sure if Ladwig was going to get it. Ladwig retreated on defense. Good finish there, and you're at the free throw line. Hopefully she can make 2.
4 minutes, 14 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. It's 32-22. Gretna East at the free throw line with 2 free throws coming up. As the first one is no good. Gretna East on the day, 2 for 7.
Yeah, you got to look at this, Nick, right here. 4 for 20 for 3s for Gretna East. That's probably not their game. While Skutt Catholic is 6 for 19. Obviously, 5 of them coming from Shotkoski. 4 or 5 from the free throw line. 2 of 7 for Gretna East. 3 of 8. That's the difference in the game right there. I wouldn't say the 3-point shots because you expect Skutt Catholic to shoot a little bit at a better clip, but it's the free throw line and the type of shots that they're missing on the offense end for Gretna East.
Left side, McMahon now to Benjamin in the near corner for Skutt Catholic. Down low, Addison Rock asks for help. Benjamin on the left side now to McMahon. McMahon with it on the left wing, guarded by LaRock. As McMahon has it at the top of the key. Back cut by Ladwig, layup good. Molly Ladwig with the foul.
Yeah, Molly Ladwig with a great back cut, cross-face cut right there, secondary cut, and whoever you're listening to, good catch, good finish without using her dribble, through contact at the free throw line, trying to get a three-point play. I'm not really sure who the foul was on. Could it be on Faf? And here comes.
They're going to say it was on Sonora DeFini.
Yeah, DeFini. Yeah, DeFini was just kind of just in the area, but I think with the way Molly Ladwig finished, it looked like she got fouled. And so either way, she's at the free throw line and we're trying to complete a three-point play.
3 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Ladwig completes the three-point play. It's a 12-point Skutt Catholic lead with 3:40 to play in the fourth. Left side, Sophia Lindsay. Lindsay with the basketball gets to Carly Williams. Williams now looking around, has it right side to Maggie Pfaff. Pfaff top of the key to Shelburne. Shelburne to Williams. Williams left wing, guarded lightly by Molly Ladwig. Williams to French. French back to Williams. Gretna East needs some points. Into the corner. Shelburne, wide open three on the way, and it bounces off the top of the backboard. It misses. No good.
Yeah.
It is an out-of-bounds Skutt Catholic basketball.
Yeah, that's probably, a snapshot into this game here for Gretna East. A great open shot by Shelburne. Looked like it was going in, hit on top of the rim, and then obviously out of bounds because of the top of the basket.
Here's Mia McMahon. McMahon back to Ladwig. Ladwig will bring it across the timeline. 3 minutes, 10 seconds until coronation for what appears to be Omaha Skutt as they lead it by 12. Gretna East can't find the bottom of the bucket as Skutt Catholic has the ball on offense. 2:58 to play in the fourth. On the left side, Shotkoski. Shotkoski with 5 trifectas in today's game. Benjamin now. Kasner with 6 to shoot. Kasner backing down Shelburne. Layup, good with the foul.
Yeah, we were blocked out by the referee right here. Really good move there by Kasner. Fake to the right, little bit of a wheel coming down left hand at the free throw line again for a potential three-point play. Coach Wade Coulter is not happy about this. The game has been extremely physical. And for a coach trying to make a comeback, touch fouls are not your friend.
Offensive rebound off the missed free throw, as now we will have Molly Ladwig fouled by Maggie Pfaff away from the bucket. It's going to be near the logo, and it's a 14-point Skutt Catholic lead with 2 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the fourth.
Yeah, French is talking to the refs. It's like, look, we are getting hammered down at our end, and we are touching them down here. We just need a little bit of consistency, but there's 2 minutes and 41 seconds left, something that probably they, probably could have been addressed a lot earlier than that.
Here on the right side, it's Mia McMahon to Ladwig. 3 team fouls on the quarter for Gretna East. They still have 1 to give. Now on the right side, McMahon to Ladwig. 2:24 to play, fourth quarter, as Ladwig cuts through a double team. Now into the Shotkoski. Shotkoski gets it poked away from behind. McMahon to Ladwig. Ladwig with 8 on the shot clock. Into the near corner, Benjamin fires the 3. Jenna Benjamin too strong on that attempt. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by Gretna East.
Yeah.
It looked like McMahon threw it off the leg of LaRock.
Yeah, it did, and LaRock was anticipating it. Then she went to go grab it and fumbled it a little bit out on Gretna East. Skutt Catholic keeps the ball again. What they're essentially in a 4 corners offense right now. They are not actively trying to score.
Here's Shotkoski. Shotkoski is going to get trapped, and Kip Colony will call a 30-second timeout. We have to take a break. Let's step aside, come back in 30 seconds on 93.7 The Ticket.
Attention Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join us and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard, guard the good life.
Now back to the 2025 State Basketball Tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in. 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. 37-23 your score. Omaha Skutt out in front by 14 over Gretna East. 2:03 to play in the fourth quarter in the Class B state championship game. Here is Skutt Catholic with the basketball. Gretna East probably going to think about fouling here sometime soon if they want to try to extend this game, as they have McMahon and they are going to foul Mia McMahon. That's going to be the fourth team foul on Gretna East, which means that the next foul will put Skutt Catholic in the bonus.
Yeah, as we see Shotkoski, limping over here, she knows she has a minute and 55 seconds left till she's crowned with her, or they are crowned state champions for the first time. So you got to push through it. You came this far. Almost home.
As now Cameron Kasner throws it through the legs of Libby Shotkoski. Kasner couldn't believe that was the type of pass that she threw, which is an unintentional mistake. Turnover, though. Gretna East gets the basketball.
A little bit too much heat for Kasner to that proximity to her teammate. Coach Conley was like, oh, but you know what? He'll deal with it. It's a lot easier to look past that when you have a 14-point lead and the Griffins haven't shown any life on the offensive end.
Here is Carly Williams on the left wing, now to Levinson. Levinson, right side, Sophia Lindsay with the basketball. Sophia Lindsay almost had Kasner. She wanted to lean into her, draw a foul. Now to Carly Williams. The layup in the lane is no good, but Carly Williams will go to the line to shoot two with 1:31 to go in the fourth.
A good baseline drive there by LaRock, looking for a teammate. Carly Williams camped out in the middle, got it up through contact. At the free throw line, once again, you know what? It's 3 of 8. You can't worry about that now. You got to make every free throw right now. Defensive stops, and you got to hope Skutt Catholic isn't able to make their free throws.
And here's the shot on the free throw by Carly Williams. It is good. And so it is now 37-24. Gretna East trails by 13. Kasner subs out of the game with 1:31 to play in the fourth.
Yeah, her night's not over, but she gets a standing ovation because when you're the leading rebounder in Skutt Catholic history, you're an iconic player.
Kasner quietly with a double-double, 11 points and 11 rebounds tonight, as Jenna Benjamin now to Ladwig, back to Benjamin. They get it across the timeline. Now Benjamin throws it to Ladwig. Pass was deflected. It's 37-25. Skutt Catholic with the basketball to McMahon. McMahon looking around now to Ladwig. Ladwig guarded closely by Carly Williams. Now Ladwig crossing over, 7 on the possession. You don't want to foul now if you're Gretna East.
Yeah,
Ladwig jumper on the way. No good. Rebounded by Carly Williams with 55 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Here comes Sophia Lindsay. Lindsay with the basketball. She steps back. Carly Williams fires the three. Unable to hit. And the rebound goes into the hands of Mia McMahon with 44 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. It appears that Skutt Catholic, for the first time in school history, as Mia McMahon has the basketball, now to Ladwig, is going to win the state championship. Mia McMahon to Ladwig, 30 on the game clock, 18 on the possession, 26 in the fourth quarter. That pass almost stolen, back to Ladwig, 11 seconds on the shot clock. Now to Benjamin, to Ladwig. Ladwig draws the double with 6, with 5. She fires, three-pointer, no good. And the rebound by DeFini and a foul by Jenna Benjamin. As here come the group of substitutions for both sides. Kip Colony is going to move on from Molly Ladwig, her senior class, Mia McMahon, Molly Ladwig, Cameron Kasner. They're going out as state champions with 10.7 on the game clock. Skutt Catholic fans start to rise to their feet.
Nick, when you've been beat by the same team 3 years in a row, obviously with Britt Prince, you never think it, you always think, what if we don't complete the mission? And there was a point in time in this game where they were on the ropes, but they had enough championship mentality and mettle to push through this.
You're about to hear the horn. There it is. And your Class B state champions for the first time in school history are the Omaha Skutt Catholic Skyhawks as they knock off the Gretna East Griffins 37-25 here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Your final score, once again, 37-25. Omaha Skutt Catholic, despite not scoring in the final 2 minutes and 51 seconds of game time, and despite Gretna East not having a made field goal in the final 5 minutes and 16 seconds of game time, Omaha Skutt Catholic able to hold on for the championship. One last time, Jay Foreman, final thoughts.
I mean, it was a tall order for Gretna East to come in. They posed some problems for Skutt Catholic, but I just think Skutt Catholic was too good tonight. And you know what? You held Ladwig in check, but I think also when Kasner does her thing, and then Shotkoski is the player of the game. I mean, look, you not only battled through an ankle injury, but they hit 5 big threes. That's the difference, and that's when you've been through the battles, you've been through the trials and tribulations, and you kept coming back and answering the bell. There's an old saying, Nick, you're a champion long before you're crowned a champion. And if that isn't true enough for Skutt Catholic, that's the difference. But I also think you want to tip your hat to Gretna East. They had a really good game plan. I guarantee you before the game, if you ask Coach Wade Coulter, he said, you know what, if their fourth option beats us, could you potentially be okay with it? Any coach would say yes. It just so happens Shotkoski isn't your normal fourth option. She was excellent. Congrats to Omaha Skutt Catholic Skyhawks. They finally pushed through. And it's also big for Molly Ladwig, right? Yeah. When you're a legendary player, not only in Skutt Catholic, girls basketball history, but in Class B history, you want to see her, be able to push through for a championship. And she was a big part of that this whole weekend. And congrats to her as well.
Kip Colony and his Omaha Skutt Catholic Skyhawks finally able to get over that mountaintop as they knock off Gretna East 37-25. Folks, we have one more game to go in the girls' state basketball season, as it will be D2 action coming your way here a little after 8:15 p.m. Join me for the call of Dorchester and Fall City Sacred Heart. But for now, we'll send it back to 93.7 The Ticket Studios. Jackson Kleinschmidt there for the Husker Hall of Famer Jay Foreman. Nick Sander saying so long from PBA for now. We'll talk to you shortly after 8:15 p.m.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled